Hello and welcome to this Long Island weather video. Well, we finally saw the sun today after, 4 days of gray, overcast, dreary, drizzly crap. Finally, in the afternoon, the warm front pushed through and the sun came out, and we actually had some blue skies. It wasn't that hazy at all. See right there, very beautiful blue skies out there. This is, again, we had just some scattered cirrus around. Clouds were kind of pretty. We had some altocumulus too. And also in the distance, this was one of the storms that was over the Jersey Shore, and this is what was left of it as it got a little closer to us. Interesting cloud formations from this storm. Really interesting. Really pretty looking cloud formations in the anvil there. Very nice. And then the clouds kind of gave us some filtered sunshine by the evening. You can still make out some cumulonimbus in the distance. If you look closely, you can see that there's some over here. And by the evening, we really had a treat. The sky was just setting up for this beautiful. This was left of a storm. What was left of a storm over to our northwest. The better view of it. And what was left of it off to the northwest. But we didn't really see any storms in our area today, unfortunately. But the sunset was quite nice. Again, those cumulonimbus definitely create some pretty cloud formations. So we'll go ahead and we'll look at our. And you can see the cumulonimbus popping up. Some of these thunderstorms popping up in and out. You can see here we did have clear skies though for the afternoon. We had mostly sunny skies, which we haven't had in a while. Yes, it was humid. It was kind of warm, but you know what? I'll take it over what we've been dealing with for the past. It seems like most of the June. We finally broke out of it. Looking at the radar right now, there are still some thunderstorms up to our north. Nothing in our area. If we look at the other radar, you'll see again nothing, and it's all up to the north. We have. There was a severe thunderstorm watch to the south, and if we go to the radar rewind, which we'll do in a moment, you will see that we did have. Yeah, this is the radar right now, the current radar. You can see this is what we're going to have to worry about tomorrow. This is a pretty intense line of thunderstorms here, moving through the Great Lakes area. This is with the cold front, almost derecho-like, very impressive line there. With this front that we're going to be dealing with. So that's our weather alert for tomorrow is the weather. We will have to deal with the thunderstorm risk, and you can see all the lightning here from these storms. The storms to our north barely have any lightning with them. I guess they're just mainly showers. So we'll rewind the radar for you. We'll show you what was going on earlier around 5 o'clock, and you can see some of these cells that were popping up over the Jersey Shore area. None of them got any severe warnings or anything, but we did get some of. We didn't really even see a drop of rain here, but those other areas did. If we go to Wonder Map, you will see here that I hate that. I really do. We'll look at our temperatures in a moment, but let's look at precipitation here, and you'll see what these. Some of these areas did wind up getting up to a half an inch of rain with these cells, and same thing up to the north. Our area kind of missed out on it. We got a little bit of rain earlier on during the day with the warm front, nothing heavy. You can see up to the north, some of these areas over an inch up in Newburgh and the upper Hudson Valley there. And it looks like some areas out east did get into some rainfall, I guess, from earlier. Temperatures out there, let's see what we got. 72 in Mineola. Yeah, 72, 71. So it's around that. If we look at my alley, though, it's quite a bit hotter than that. Fluctuating between 76.3 and 77.9. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I hate this place!
Yeah, I'm going to play that whenever... Get used to it, because I'm the one who has to live in this furnace, all right? So, anyway, we'll go to the weather and hazards map here, and you'll see that big area of extreme heat. Yeah, this is a taste of what's to come for us. You can see extreme heat watch for the upper Midwest and all these red flag warnings out west. And here's that severe thunderstorm watch with that. And if we take the watch off, you'll probably see that there'll be numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. Just show the warnings here. You can see numerous severe thunderstorm warnings, and it looks like one flash flood warning as well. So yeah, this is what we're gonna have to worry about for tomorrow. And it looks like on the lower end of it, there's actually a tornado warning as well. So, and then we got this extreme heat watch. So if we put our temperatures up here, you'll see that for our area, again, temperatures around 70 degrees. It is very humid. The dew points are close to that. Dew point actually went down to 66 at Farmingdale. But it was pretty humid throughout the day. Dew points were actually around 70 for much of the afternoon. But it was good to see the sun out, at least, for sure. When that sun came out around 2 o'clock, it was delightful, even if it was hot at this point. And you can see the parts of the island where the sun came out. In my area, looks like we got into the mid-80s. And 83 at Central Park. Upper 70s on the South Shore. And if you're further out east, also cooler because the clouds were a little slower to clear out there. But if you go to the west, probably even hotter. Probably got, oh yeah, look at that. How about 90 in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River at Miller Air Park? Yeah. I said it was going to hit 90, and it did. It did. It had enough sunshine to do it. So it did. That's for sure. Going back to the satellite, and again, you can see those thunderstorms there popping up. Let's go to the CONUS satellite, give you a wider view of what's going on. You can see, again, there's our front coming through. You notice, though, I don't see much haze here, which is good. I don't see much haze. This is good. There are some fires out west, though, out in the west there. But no, I don't see much haze here, which is good. We're finally going to have good air quality, I think, finally. If we go look at Canada, which I'll go ahead and look at next, I don't really see all that much haze up there either. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but not that much. Not that much. So I'm hoping we'll see more blue skies to come. Let's just look at Alaska, because they're going through a heat wave right now. I don't see any smoke over that area right now. Looks like there are some pop-up thunderstorms, though, over that area. It's been hot there, as I brought up yesterday. It's been ridiculously hot in that area. But anyway, we'll go to the Weather Prediction Center map. And here's the warm front has come through. We're in the warm sector. Here's our cold front that's going to be coming through tomorrow. And if we go to the Storm Prediction Center, you'll see here that as we head into tomorrow, and today we actually had 16 tornadoes. If we look at storm reports, you'll see where the tornadoes were. It looks like a lot in Illinois and a lot of wind damage over there in Indiana and part of Ohio. So let's go to the day 3. Actually, no, not the day 3. The day 2. We've got to go back to day 2. And you see the slight Category 2 risk. Looks like now it's been extended a little bit east. So pretty much most of Long Island that's west of Nichols Road could be dealing with, west of the midpoint of Suffolk, could be dealing with Category 2 risk for severe weather now. So that's definitely ramping up, considering. We'll go to our climate statistics for today before we go and dive into the models. High 79, low 65. Finally, we were 2 degrees above normal for the day for a change. Let's look at the models, and we will start with forget about the GFS. GFS has been so ridiculous lately. It's unfortunate because it was a model I used to use a lot, but it's just been so unreliable lately that I don't want to really use it. And I'll shift this over to the eastern U.S. view. All right, so tomorrow we have a very warm day, very hot day actually inland. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow, especially inland. And then this front comes through, and it'll just be a matter of if we see the models don't show a big line, but that doesn't mean anything. It could still happen, especially with the look of this front coming through. And then once that front comes through, we get into some drier weather for Friday and Saturday, and the weekend is finally going to be dry for a change. Yes, we're finally going to have a dry weekend, though it's going to be turning hot after that. But see, we will finally have a dry weekend, which it's been so long. But there will be a lot of heat coming, so if we look at the temperature anomaly charts here, just to show you the heat, and there's going to be heat. I guess they got an excessive heat watch for the upper Midwest. I don't see anything too crazy for them yet, but as we get into Saturday, that's when they're going to start dealing with heat, and that's a taste of what we're going to start dealing with. So as far as those actual air temperatures go, for temperatures, it'll be well into the, let's see, well into the, it could be close to 100 in some of these areas. So that's the stuff that we're going to have to worry about later. But right now, we're going to enjoy the weather. So we're going to have good weather after tomorrow. We got to worry about these thunderstorms coming in. So we'll look at the shorter range models now. 2 points on the HRRR. Staying in the humid air, obviously. We're in the warm sector now. And you see tomorrow more of a west-southwest flow becoming south-southwest later in the afternoon. So inland areas, I think a lot of air. Mineola is probably going to go shoot above 90. A lot of areas are going to get above 90 tomorrow on Long Island, I think. But then the temperatures will drop with the sea breeze in the afternoon. And here comes the front with the dry air. It's very well defined. And here it comes into Friday. And you can see here the wind shift to the west. And then we still have a southwest wind. So it's not going to be a really strong cool air advection with this. It's still going to make it. It's still going to be warm. It's still going to be a nice summer day. But it's further off to the south. The humidity really doesn't drop that much. The core of this drier air stays way in the north. So, it's going to feel better. It's going to feel like summer. But as far as a cool day goes, cool sunny day, no. And as far as tomorrow goes, inland you're going to get above 90, probably low to mid 90s in Jersey, and probably I think this model is underestimating. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see that little string of purplish color in the middle of the island on the North Shore. That's 90 or better. So if you're on the South Shore, you'll probably have 80s, and then cooling off to the 70s later. And then as we get into the evening, the front comes through, and you can see where right there, that looks like where it could be a line right there, kind of showing up there, even looking at these temperatures. And then as we get into Friday, still going to be warm, probably low to mid 80s. Which we are in June, first day of summer. So, interesting. It looks like there could be showing some convection here on even Friday. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some instability. Let's look at speaking of that, let's go look at our Cape levels for tomorrow. And they're very high, as I showed you yesterday. And it's showing some decent Cape over Long Island, too, as well. So, whatever thunderstorms develop really have a potential of being severe at this point. And actually, I want to go back to a Storm Prediction Center for a moment. Let's just go back there for a moment because I want to look at one other thing. Usually they have tornado risks, so I'm kind of curious to see if they put a tornado risk. Usually they put like where you see that overview. I'm not sure where you find that exactly. Outlooks. Well, let's see. Maybe it's there. I don't see a tornado outlook here, so I don't know where it is. But this is something that we'll have to keep an eye on this. If there is, I don't see that. Usually they put that over there, but I can't find it. But anyway, there could possibly be a tornado with these severe thunderstorms. So best chances are going to be inland, of course, not so much on Long Island. And then it finally moves away on Friday. But you still see some Cape inland, so that's what's still showing some instability inland, which we'll have to look at more for Friday. But let's now go and look at how it's all going to put this all together as far as the precipitation simulation for tomorrow. And you'll see looks like it's popping a couple of stray. This isn't with the thunderstorm. This isn't with the cold front, but in the afternoon could be a stray shower or thunderstorm. And then the front comes through. And then that front would be a line. You can see that line coming through right around. Looks like best chances are going to be south of the city. But you can see there's a line right there, right around 7, 8 o'clock. And then After that, it kind of just it turns into kind of a rainy mess, unfortunately. So this is what the HRRR is showing. You can definitely see that there is a line there, so this will have to be watched. And this could all be underestimated by the model, of course. I think could be stronger. Definitely the setup is definitely there. And then on Friday, yeah, it's showing like another complex moving through in the afternoon. Even on Friday, it looks like something that, even though Friday's supposed to be sunny, it's showing like a little trough of instability coming through, perhaps in the late afternoon, early evening hours, which could generate some more showers of thunderstorms. Kind of interesting. We can look at the sounding for Friday, just for. These lines are pretty far apart. I mean, they're decently far apart, so I'm thinking there'd be plenty of sunshine, but I think maybe it thinks more clouds will pop up later on in the day, probably. So that's one model for tomorrow. Now let's go and look at the NAM. Don't have the full 0Z yet, but we can look at the 18Z. The NAM's really sparse until we get toward the NAM is really sparse with any activity. I don't know if I'm buying that at all, considering the difference between the two air masses. I am not buying that at all. I'm not buying that at all. So that's what the NAM is showing. I don't think that's right. Let's look at the RGEM. Go through all the short-range models here. This is the RGEM. I know the resolution's lower, but the RGEM definitely pops some cells up, as you see. So now that we're at the RGEM, we'll go and look at skies. And obviously, we will have sunshine tomorrow. There'll be plenty of sunshine tomorrow, and it should be sunny most of the day. And the clouds kind of come in later in the afternoon with the thunderstorms. And then as we get into Friday, it should be a mostly sunny day. But we will have to watch for possible, again, Q development in the afternoon, perhaps. But Friday should be a very nice day. Finally, a day that I might actually be able to go to the Pine Barrens. Still going to be a little warm, but it's been just over a month already. It's been absolutely ridiculous. And it's really messed me up. So let's go to the HDRPS. Showing some of those cells tonight. But then let's look at tomorrow. Look at that. That's really impressive right there. So there's your line right there. Unfortunately, it looks like it does the split. Best chances, I think, really, if I was going chasing, I would go to South Jersey. Toms River, Ocean County. That whole South Jersey area, I think, is going to have the best chance of seeing some severe thunderstorms tomorrow, especially because it's going to be really hot over there. And that's really going to help stoke it up, so to speak. We'll go look at the smoke models. We looked at them last night, and it really didn't show much, so I'll look at it one more time. Really not seeing much here, and this is good. Finally, we're not seeing any smoke, and we're blue skies, it looks like. So it looks like we're going to have blue skies, maybe a little bit, but nothing like what we've been seeing. So finally, we're getting a break from the smoke. Finally, we can get some blue skies and sunshine in here, and finally can get outside. Which is something that's long overdue. Let's just go to the Ventu sky. We're going to look at the thunderstorm threat on here as well. For tomorrow, we'll go to the thunderstorm and look at the Cape. And you can see there's some really, really high Cape because it's going to be very humid. You're going to have dew points up there, and you're going to have instability. So even a pop-up thunderstorm could wind up getting a warning from it. So this is something that will have to be watched for sure. We'll look at the dew points again. They're going to be up there. Dew points are going to be way up there. You can see dew points up at or near 70, or maybe even a little bit above the 70-degree mark. So that's what we're looking at for tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting day. We'll see what happens. But if you're inland, it's going to be hot. Again, show you what we got here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see it's got low 90s over our area. But if you're on the South Shore, you still have mid-80s. You're really going to be, if you want coolest conditions, you have to be right at the beach. Right at the beach is the best place to be, pretty much for tomorrow. I think that is the place you're going to want to be for your Juneteenth. But it'll be a good day to get outside. And hopefully some people will make a point about, well, we're not going to go there. Not in this video. I've gone there way too much. That's only because I've been inside way too much. I really don't want to talk politics on this channel so much anymore. But that's hard to do when you're stuck inside. But that's changing. Thank God it is changing. And we can get back outside and enjoy this. We'll just go to the clouds here. Just show the cloud simulation here, and you can see be sunshine. There might be some fog at the beaches, perhaps, but there should be sunshine. And then, of course, Friday will be nice. So, thank God we are out of this pattern once and for all. The sun is shining. It's so nice to see blue sky again and just be outside and enjoy things. Summer is meant to be outside, not to be stuck inside. So even if it's hot, I don't care anymore. I think at this point, I used to hate the heat a lot. I really don't so much anymore. I hate the dreary weather more than anything now, more than the heat. That's for sure. I'll take the heat over the dreary day any day. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and tomorrow's going to be an interesting day, but it should be a pretty looking day. It's just going to have to keep your eyes to the sky and the radar because thunderstorms will develop, and they could be some severe ones, especially best chances again on New Jersey. So that's it. Thanks for watching.